Hey, good morning, Facebook. Mark, your motivation dealer, here again this morning. And today, we're here to talk about energy. We're here to talk about going full all-out beast mode and what full all-out beast mode means and what it takes to go full beast mode. So, we're going to start off with discipline. And then we're going to transfer into belief. All right, so discipline is what it takes to go beast mode, and discipline is what it takes to do the things that you don't feel like doing. So, discipline doesn't mean that you do a tremendous amount of work in one day and then the rest of the week you coast. All right, discipline is about doing what you need to do every single day, whether you feel like doing it or not. Getting your lazy ass up out of bed on time enough to go read, to go exercise, to do whatever it is you need to do. Discipline is doing the things that are hard when you don't feel like doing them. All right? If you're tired and you want to go to bed early that night, but you have work to do, then you get to work. You get to step in. So you get to, discipline is a daily repetitive action, and what you need to do when you start talking to yourself and telling yourself that, you just don't feel like doing it today, and you've come up with all sorts of excuses why. You need to activate your frontal cortex. You need to activate the portion of your brain that is higher functioning and break these bad habit loops that are back here in your brain in the basal ganglia. So you need to do a simple thing. You can watch more, you can learn more, you can read more about this little simple trick, but it's a simple trick, counting backwards from 5 and then taking action. So just simply 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then do whatever it is that you need to do. What that does is that activates your neocortex, that activates the portion of your brain that allows you to process and achieve and do things that are not autonomic or automatic. They're breaking up habit loops, and it's activating your brain and getting you to be able to achieve more than what you do on autopilot. So discipline is the first thing, and then it takes belief in yourself. And the greatest example I could give you for belief. And Justin, thanks for jumping on, buddy. Sometimes it's hard while I'm driving to acknowledge the folks that get on here, but I always appreciate everybody that jumps on the Facebook Lives here. But it's all about belief. So Roger Bannister was the very first person back in the 50s to break the 4-minute mile. And for years and years and years, nobody could ever break the 4-minute mile. And how did he do it? Did he train harder than everybody else? Was he more naturally gifted than everybody else? No. What he did was he visualized himself every single day breaking through that ribbon and seeing on the clock 3:59. He visualized seeing the clock every single time he ran at 3:59. And when he created that belief in himself, he was able to break that 4-minute mile. And that's a pretty incredible story, but what's even more incredible is nobody had ever done it before. And then within several years of the time that he was able to do that, suddenly hundreds of people were actually able to break the 4-minute mile. So did training techniques improve? Did nutrition improve? Did people come up with metabolic things to create superhuman physiology? No. It was simply a belief because it had been done before, and now everybody knew that they could do it. And then all of a sudden people started doing it. But it took Roger Bannister seeing it in his mind before it ever really happened to create that belief in himself and then belief in others. So, You combine those two things together, that is hugely powerful. So what does it take to go into beast mode? First of all, it takes discipline. It takes repetitive action, working toward your goals on a daily basis. That doesn't mean once or twice a week. That doesn't mean an hour a day. That means whatever it takes for as long as it takes to get the job done on a daily, consistent basis. That means eliminating the distractions. You know, your television is not going to make you money. Reality television is not going to make you money. Watching the news and all the horrible things that happen in the world, not going to create the kind of lifestyle that you want. So this isn't just about money. I talk about money a lot. This isn't just about money. This is about creating lifestyle. This is about doing the things that you want to do when you want to do them. It's as simple as it gets. So that could be traveling the world. That could be driving a Lamborghini. That could be living in a big, beautiful home. That could be having the love of your life that has eluded you up till now. That could be being home with your children. Whatever the case may be, having an incredible business that generates income on autopilot. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. What matters is what it takes to get there and what it is to you that is that lifestyle. So it takes discipline and belief. It takes daily consistent action, getting the distractions out of the way, and make a commitment to yourself. You know, I love how Tony Robbins puts it. He says, you need to make a decision. And a decision means, like an incision, you cut away any possibility of any other way of doing things. So when it becomes something that you have no alternative but to do it and do it until it gets done in a specific fashion or a specific way, that's when you make it happen. It's making a decision. You know, it's making an absolute what's the word I'm looking for? I lost my train of thought, but that's what happens on Facebook Live, right? But it's making a decision to absolutely dedicate yourself and refuse to give up and just go for it every single day consistently. That's what it takes. Successful people are people that do incredible things on a daily basis. They don't do them once or twice. They don't do them Monday and Tuesday and then say, oh, you know what, now it's Wednesday, I don't really feel like it. Oh, and then Thursday, it's getting kind of close to the weekend, so I'll just throw in the towel. No, they do it every single day consistently, building toward their dreams. They have goals, they write them down, and, you know, never worry about how or why. I'm sorry, you never worry about how, you have to worry about why and what it is that you're actually working for. And, you know, you also want to have goals that are or reasons, the why, outside of yourself. So, you know, it should be helping someone else that you care about or that you love. You know, maybe it's getting your mom out of having to work after she's worked this horrible drudgery job for years and years to support you. Maybe it's, you know, helping your family. Maybe it's, you know, helping a loved one. So, you know, find you know, maybe it's just helping the world in general. Maybe it's, you know, whatever the case may be, find something outside yourself to motivate and drive you when you don't have that motivation naturally, instinctively inside. So thanks so much for listening. I hope you guys learned something. Beast mode takes discipline and belief. And if you do those two things and you do them consistently and you work your tail off, you can have everything and anything you ever wanted out of life. So thanks so much for listening, and I will see you on the next video. Take care of yourselves.